SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now a run with Akers. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the... They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Mayfield lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That goes a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
Yeah, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
The latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Paris Campbell. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Number 2.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. They begin this drive with Chubb. Uses the stiff arm, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Cleveland.
A first throw for the backup, Haskins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to record his his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This 3rd and 10. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll try and throw for it here. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least some. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute. To go in this first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
By Denzel Ward.
And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 15. Right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Number 84. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ronnie Johnson Wilson picks it.
Intercepted by the Browns.
Certainly not what he was hoping for. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they...
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for number 11, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the foot. All the interceptions and more incompletions, it just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. There's no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Forced to the ground.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, LA! Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Miles Sanders.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stacked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 6.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during that meeting?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jalen Rager.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On a man down. And it's Sanders. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robert Wood. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Burger, nice spot chance. I highlighted two. Wentz now on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Rashawn Gary able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Rams nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7 yards.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. Against that man coverage, there was no...
Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
To 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cole Willis. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the...
And he'll...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
The 41.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now ready.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
LA set to take over again on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Incomplete.
Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
That's the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Going right back to Akers.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Akers.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week.
After review of the play,
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run this with Akers.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
4 brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, that's really not right since I blew coverage, but...
run on first down. Akers gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2nd and 6. Campbell making the catch. They get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Akers. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a run with Akers, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for L.A., the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.